Heineken is the latest major company to halt operations in Russia in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. McDonald's, Starbucks, and Coca Cola also recently suspending business in Russia. Joining me now, CNN chief business correspondent Christine Roman. So, Christine, as we see this list of companies growing, they're suspending operations or investments, depending on the way things are structured and worded. There's also been a lot of social pressure on these companies.
There really has. And you look at McDonald's, for example. McDonald's, which first went into Moscow in 1990 to huge long lines, and it was a sign of Russia coming to the West, the end of the old Soviet Empire, and progress for Russian citizens. They're closing 847 McDonald's stores in Russia. They are going to keep paying the people there, but you will no longer be able to get a Big Mac in Russia. And it's so symbolic, isn't it, about the course of the history of this country and where Putin has taken it, basically rewinding. So many other companies as well. Starbucks, Coca Cola, these are in the last couple of days. You mentioned Heineken overnight. PepsiCo, it gets about 4% of its revenue in Russia, although it is going to keep a footprint there. It's going to keep essential products like baby formula, milk, and baby food. Pepsi is so interesting when you look through the vault. It has been operating for 60 years, you know, all the way back to former Soviet times. And back then, the Soviet Union didn't have any money, so they would actually trade shipments of Pepsi for things like warships and Soli vodka. I'm not kidding. But this is going backwards for Russia. What Putin has done with his tanks and his missiles is put his country backward. It's clearly not, you know, what the Ukrainian people are feeling. They are feeling actual aggression, actual bombs. But this is definitely a standard of living that will be declining dramatically for Russian citizens. Long lines for the ATMs, capital controls on their money. There are things they're not going to be able to import. There are shipping companies who won't even take orders to ship things there. You can't use your Apple Pay on the subway anymore in Moscow. So Russian citizens are feeling what corporate America and the corporate world is handing out here.
Now the question is, of course, as they're feeling it, does that eventually have an impact on Vladimir Putin, his popularity, his policies? That's what we have to wait and see, right? We'll see how this all plays out. Christine.